We have Miss Audrey Trammell, is that correct?
Yes.
And Ryan Towater with Jackson-Madison County Hospital.
Yes.
Okay, because that information, we're talking about EICU.
Yes.
Correct.
And I've never heard of such. So we're going to have to do a little education because this seems really new and innovative.
Yeah. So the EICU is a virtual team of critical care experts that helps us monitor the ICU patients 24/7. We kind of think of ourselves as an extra set of eyes that's supporting the bedside team, the nurses and the physicians. It's not something that replaces the bedside care, it just helps strengthen it.
Okay, so help me wrap my head around this. So am I at home and I'm recovering in intensive care, but I'm at home, but then I still have you all to reach out to? Is that correct or no?
No, so we do this live. If you're in the ICU, we are
Okay.
monitoring you from another location virtually. And
Okay.
we're able to remote into the room and see you and talk to you and everything if we need to.
Okay, I was not
This
cluing
is
in at all.
part
Okay.
of your actual care in the moment.
So you have someone, if you're in the ICU, to talk to immediately.
Other than your bedside, yes.
Other
we are
than your
a partner
bedside.
with your bedside. So if you need someone immediately, there's a button in the room. Just press it, and we'll be on the screen in a matter of seconds. And if you have any questions, we can get your bedside nurse to answer those, or we can do what we can to answer those questions.
Now, what need is this really addressing? How are y'all helping those patients?
Sure. Critical care areas, small changes can happen very quickly, and they can become very serious very quickly. So part of our job is to help identify those a little bit sooner, so that patients can get the care that they need a little faster. And then this is also this is an advanced healthcare model. And it helps keep our patients that may be in our community hospitals, because we don't serve just Jackson-Madison County Hospital, we also serve the community hospitals.
Okay. I'm cluing in now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so it allows for critical care expert nurses to also be in those facilities too,
So-
and have access
okay.
to the critical care team.
So that real specialized critical care team
Yes.
that maybe is just at the big hospital, but I'm at a different West Tennessee healthcare facility.
Correct.
Correct.
And they get that same level of care. And in the ICU, I would imagine the speed of getting all that data and the promptness of being able to address that person is at an all-time high. And this sounds like it's making that the quickest possible.
Oh, absolutely. It's about improved outcomes for our patients and getting that real-time information and data and using that to improve their care and have better outcomes and get them out of the ICU faster and discharged faster, just providing that level of care that is needed for those critically ill patients.
In a former life, I actually I worked for a healthcare company, and I called on hospitals. This is just another layer of care is what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're not changing, we're really adding to
Yes.
what West Tennessee Healthcare is already delivering. But now if I'm in, I don't know, Bolivar,
Huntington?
I'm going to get that care as if I were sitting in the big hospital from an ICU that drilled down really specialized care.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the goal is, hopefully this will help keep patients in their community hospitals. A drive to Jackson is a huge burden
Well,
on
it's
families.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if you're in a situation that would require you to be in the ICU, I mean, that travel is even more so burdensome.
Well, then it's a huge burden on the family.
Correct.
Because now they're driving, maybe an hour one way to try to be with their family member. And I know, being in that industry before, y'all don't just take care of the patients, you all support the families.
Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
And isn't that one of the best ways to help somebody get better, is to have the people they love around them?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, what do you all think about all this technology and AI and all this crazy stuff? I mean, I say crazy stuff, but this innovation in the healthcare industry is amazing. What are your thoughts about it?
Probably moving pretty fast, if I had to guess.
I can't catch my breath, really.
Yeah, it's ever evolving. Technology is taking off in ways we never imagined before. And this, AI will help us, integrate our care at a faster level than we've ever seen before. Almost instantly we can be if it works that way. So
And this is just going to keep you all really efficient in where those resources are needed.
Right.
Because a specialized, correct me if I'm wrong, ICU nurse is quite a commodity. I mean, in high demand, and I'm sure that if you have somebody monitoring that on a level and then the bedside people are there too, that is just wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually boast, our nurses have an average of 17 years experience.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you
So-
have to with an ICU nurse. Yeah.
Yes,
And they
yes.
don't mess around either.
Right.
No.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, all the technology and everything, that's cool, but it's really about the people, the patients. It's all centered around them and improving their care. That's what we strive to do, is bring the best care to our community.
Well, and y'all are so important to our community. Our community hospital is, and it's not just Jackson, it's West Tennessee. Y'all take care of so many people. Any final thoughts? We're talking about technology and how it's changing your world. It seems like it's improving the healthcare industry, making it, like I said, another level of care we didn't have previously.
Yeah, it's a supplement. It's a great supplement. The technology is adding to, not taking away.
Yeah, and that's because we're still going to have that bedside care, and I was reading recently that human interaction lifts spirits, and that definitely makes people get better quicker.
Oh yeah. The bedside team is irreplaceable.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
My dad was just in the ICU this past week, and
I didn't know this.
Yeah, well, no one up here did, but the care was immaculate, and it was a great experience for him. And I'm not gonna
Other
name-
than being in the ICU.
well, yeah, other than that, but as good as an experience as that
As it could be, yeah.
It was, and very streamlined. Positive review coming from me.
Good.
Those ICU nurses, though, with the
gosh, so
experience,
good.
that's what's scary about the nursing. The new nurses coming in as the old ones, or the people retire. I hope there's a big exchange of experience and knowledge there, because they're priceless.
Absolutely. The training and the passing of knowledge is important from top to bottom in healthcare.
Well, and I call it, for heaven's sakes, always do this, and don't ever do this. That kind of information is priceless, and it comes from experience.
Absolutely.
It comes from the poor choices I've made. Here, let me try to help you not do that. Thank you so much for being with us. I wish I had a deeper understanding initially, because I thought EICU was like telehealth. And I'm so glad y'all came in and educated us, because I would get that information and not really understand it. And I bet a lot of people feel that way. Now, we will have this video at some point later.
Just a few minutes. So
on-
anybody that missed it,
Yeah.
not to tell you or tell those people, because they're not listening right now.
Right. But however, we have a whole bunch of Talkin' Health information on our website. And where can folks find that, Kiefer?
Yeah, it's on the homepage of our website, talkinwesttn.com/WTN Healthcare, or you can just scroll down on the homepage right there. You'll see Talkin' Health. You'll have we've got all of the articles from West Tennessee Healthcare and all the appearances from past weeks
So
from
we
the
have
folks over there.
all these, this kind of experience with your peers, other folks coming in. So we've house set there. So if someone has a question about EICU, they're going to be able to go back and access it readily. Thank you both so much for joining us. I've
for
learned
having us.
something, and I try to do that every day. Not always successful.
It's all about the effort. It's all about the effort. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Of course, we'll be back here in just a few minutes on Mike and Gina in the morning.